The 1975 film Monty Python and the Holy Grail, directed by Terry Gilliam and Terry Jones, written by the Monty Python comedy troupe, is a good adaptation of Thomas Mallory's Mork Arthur. Several romances have not only humorously been worked into the plot of the film, but the spirit, general essence, and themes of the romances have been effectively woven in as well. The film pulls from Thomas Mallory Mork Arthur books, the parts rounding up the Knights of the Round Table, the Grail Quest books, and the death of King Arthur. Monty Python and the Holy Grail succeeds at stripping away modern preservations and expectations towards the medieval romance genres and reframes the tale in a way faithful to the original romances, in that it can take the original lessons about penance, courtly love, duty, and bestows these themes to the audience without rose-colored glasses of an idealist time, nor the infantilized lens of primitive and helpless time in history. Instead, it presents Arthurian tales as a fantasy of literature with its own moral objective. The presentation of the Black Knight character in Monty Python and the Holy Grail is a particularly intriguing and virtuous commentary of knighthood and Thomas Mallory's Grail quest within Mork Arthur. In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the scene of the Black Knight can be recognized by Arthur approaching a purposely preposterously dressed knight who is adorned in black armor with a tin can-like helmet and a dragon on the front of his armor. He's addressed as Black Knight. He only speaks in the third person, and when he does speak, his only goal seems to be violence. He refuses to dignify Arthur's peace talks with any response other than the one aimed at the battle between the two. In scholarly work Coconuts and Camelot, Monty Python and the Holy Grail in Literature course, Christine M. Newfield makes the point that the knight's third-person speech is to remind the audience that he is a fictional character bound by expectations. The expectation, as precedented by Thomas Mallory's Knights in the Grail Quest, were often referred to only by the color of their armor. The nameless knight appears in the Grail Quest as the White Knight who attacks Bagdamus, and the direct parody is presumably towards when Sir Galahad slices off one of their arms. The White Knight's only real objective and presence within the plot of the romance is violence, or to cause strife for the Round Table Knights. The expectation is clearly that violence and plot complications are often a nameless knight's only purpose within the Arthurian romances. Monty Python parodies that trope of senseless duty with unnamed knights in the character of the Black Knight. The essence of courtly love is another medievalism Arthurian romance interjected into the plot of Monty Python and the Holy Grail film. In the film, Sir Galahad on his quest stumbles into a castle with a plethora of young maidens, all dressed in white. The parody of the maidens in Sir Galahad is directly taken from Mallory's Grail Quest chapters of Mork Arthur. In the romance the film parodies, Galahad is led to the maiden castle, a castle full of noble ladies, by an incorporeal voice. He is told to go to it, and once he enters, the themes of chastity and duty are played in full force. He is warned that he will be attacked by 7 evil knights, this trope once again legitimizing the parody of the Black Knight. Galahad wins the battle, driving out evil. He blows a horn to signal triumph. The mystery of how Galahad lands himself with the maidens requires suspended disbelief. This requirement is the same in the parody and the romance. As Wald Gods puts it in The Holy Grail, the end of the quest, the maiden scene in Monty Python and the Holy Grail easily activates a mysterious element, in this case sexual code, thus activating the genre of Grail cycle. In other terms, the film adaptation is faithful to the original source romance because there is a mysterious force, a firm element of the original romance, that leads Galahad into the temptation which tests his morals of duty and bounds of courtly love as to not misbehave with noble maiden. Moreover, the Monty Python and the Holy Grail parody and adaptation recognizes the lessons about penance that are littered throughout the Grail Quest sections of Mallory's Mork Arthur. The scene regarding the brave Sir Robin highlights the penance and immorality of the knights in the romances. While his name is the brave Sir Robin, his cowardice and subject of minstrels' songs as they tramp throughout the forest, particularly in the line, and gallantly chickened out. This ironic behavior of the supposedly brave knight is demonstrated in the Grail Quest both by Sir Gawain, who not only arrogantly tries to grab the sword from the stone that is meant to be wielded by only the most pure knight, and the lustful Sir Lancelot, who has had an affair with Guinevere for 24 years and fathered a child out of wedlock with Princess Elaine. These sinful representations of knights greatly contrast the modern ideal of chivalrous deeds, and Monty Python plays on the contrast with their clever lyrics. The lyric alteration is a twist to make it obvious to those modern times, as David Day in Monty Python the Holy Grail Madness with the Defense Method claims. It's just a modern twist that mocks how we capture the past. In all, Monty Python and the Holy Grail is a brilliant humorous adaptation that adjusts how we see the past and forces us to reframe the version of romance and of romance values and tropes.